I would like to show you some of my jewelry. The first piece is actually the first piece I've ever made. It's a necklace, and I want to talk about the chain first because this chain I handmade, and it's called a Roman chain. So you have to take 20 gauge wire and make little circles and then put the circles together. So I made the chain. That was number one. Number two, I made a pendant. And this pendant is like a croissant. I rolled it. First I textured it with a hammer. I took a hammer and textured it. And then you can see that inside I soldered a jump ring that I attached the chain to. Okay? This on the other end is a toggle. On the end of the toggle I did tube settings of amethyst. So on either side of the tube setting, the toggle are amethyst tube setting. The whole thing comes together like this and goes through here. And you have a necklace. So this was the first piece I made. And it took me quite a while, and it was 3 lessons. It was the chain, it was the pendant, and it was the toggle. So this was a toggle pendant. Okay, so that was my first piece. I'd like to show you another piece. Again, it's a necklace, and the pendant itself, this part here, the part at the end, right here, is metal clay, fine silver metal clay that I made first. And after I fired it, I attached this wire to it and made the bail from that wire. This is called Crazy 8 wire. I love this wire. You can do all kinds of things with it. So, and then after I had all that done, first the metal clay that I made from a mold that I fired, and then the Crazy 8 wire, and I soldered the two together, and then from there, this is gold. This is actually 14 karat gold that I applied on the top of the silver. That's a Japanese process called kambu. And of course, just put it on a chain. So there you go, another necklace. The next one I want to show you is I was into wire wrapping for a while. If you have a cabochon, a stone that you want to wear, one of your options is to do wire wrapping. So you take wire and wrap it around the stone. Here's the back. You wrap it around the stone using square wire and half round wire. Okay? And you can make a bail from this wire wrapping that you do, and then the rest of the part is just part of the decoration, and you put it on a necklace. Isn't that a beautiful stone? The next piece I'd like to show you, again, it's a pendant, but I'd like to tell you about it in that this part of the metal, the silver, is called reticulated silver. It's a process that you take this silver and you fire it. You torch it like 15 times. You let it air cool, and after you've done that process for 15 times, where you're heating it and then letting it, annealing it, I guess that's the word you use, anneal it, and then you let it air cool, and then you scrub it. When you're ready, after you've done that, you put it in a kiln at a high temperature for just a couple minutes, and the silver starts to bubble like that, it makes such a nice texture. So, first thing I did was reticulate the silver. Then I took a tube and soldered the tube to the pendant so I'd have a bail. Just a little added decoration. I took wire, 2 pieces of wire that I wrapped around and soldered to the reticulated silver, and then put some gold in between the wire. Just a little bit of gold. And you can put that on any kind of wire you want. I put it on this one. These, I think you call it Euro wires that I get from so, there you go. Nice piece of jewelry on a wire, okay? You might be wondering about the necklace that I have on. The pendant is, again, metal clay. I made a mold, and I had this piece of art in my garden that had a flower on it, and so I made a mold of it. So that is metal clay. And then I had this amethyst and 3 little amethysts at the bottom that I attached to the back of the metal clay. And I made this is called Byzantine. This is a Byzantine weave. I did this chain, and I wanted to break up the chain, so I did these 2 wire wrappings that I attached to the chain. Also, the closure I made from wire wrapping. And there you go. Thank you for coming in.